Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Sagittarius, we're going to look at your energy this week. We're going to look at an energy that is for your highest good, that benefits you, and an energy that is not for your highest good, does not benefit you. Before we get into that together, we're going to talk about the pre-shuffle energy that came out for you from the Lace of Destiny Oracle deck. And fascinating. So, the stranger came out, and did come out as a masculine. There's two cards, number 28 in this deck. One is Mr. Smith and one is Stranger. So they're both represented by masculine energies. One is someone that you know or at least familiar with, and someone that you do not know, that you are not familiar with. Now, there's also a Mrs. Smith and a feminine depiction of a stranger. So I want to say it's very specific in this deck, and because of that, this feels like a very specific message. It has something to do with a masculine energy that you don't know. You don't know this person, and it's odd because this person is paying an awful lot of attention to something that you've just done. So this is the underline, and it is Target. And at first it didn't really strike me, and then I'm sitting here and I'm looking at your card as I like to do when I'm sitting in your energies and I like to focus on y'all. There you are, the Archer. And what do? But you fling out your arrows. Now, as I think, I have I perceive written on here. Each of these cards have like different meanings. Capricorn is I use, Aquarius is I know, Pisces is I believe, Aries is I am. And, okay, so you perceive. And, philosophy, higher philosophy, and things like that can be associated here. I want to say this could almost be like an idea. Is this an idea? It's either an idea, and you've kind of like shot it out into the universe, or you've maybe spoken to somebody about something. There's a direct action that you have taken. Somebody is looking at it. I don't know who. I feel incredibly compelled to actually clarify this. I don't think I've done it for anybody this week. I may have done it for someone else later on in the reading wanting to ask something. But this, I'm so curious, like, who is this stranger? And why are they paying attention to something that you did? Or it's because it's in the past as the underline for me. In some way that you have targeted something you had your eyes set on. Now, the other thing that's interesting is that all three of these arrows have hit the mark. So that could also be what is getting this person's attention. It's like they've hit the target every time. Somebody can see your accuracy or your precision here. And I'm going to deviate from how I've been doing the reading. I'm going to continue to do what I said I was going to do. I was like, no, I know I have another teeny deck. Okay, I'm going to shuffle this. Who is this stranger? I want to know. Now, this stranger, because it's an Ace of Hearts at the top, this stranger could be like a new beginning here, or you've intrigued this person about a new beginning. Who is this stranger? Wow. The Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Pentacles. So that's interesting. This is coming across like, okay, this actually might be someone that you know to some degree here. Now, in whatever way you know them, it's like it's different now. This person is different. This person is so different that you could describe them as a stranger. So that's the other way that this comes out. Also, the Wheel of Fortune into the Nine of Pentacles. This is like a change of circumstances. This person has been through a change of circumstances. That's who the stranger is. Someone who's been through a significant circumstance change here in their life, but it's been a change for the better. This person financially stable, independent, looking after themselves. This person is also could be connected in some way to Virgo energy with the Nine of Pentacles. Why are they looking at what you've done? Whatever that you've done. Why are they looking at that? Wow, fuck you. You get it every time. Shit. You hit the target every time. So what are you doing? Like the success. They're looking at your success. This person is looking at your success. Now, who they are is someone who is also successful. So, I'm not getting a vibe here like this person is looking at your success and they're envious or anything like that. Maybe this person sees something in you that they know of in themselves. Okay, the Target. The Ten of Cups. And the Moon. So, okay. This is actually like, it's funny. This has come up. This came up last week in Scorpio. And then it came up a little bit in their reading again today. This is giving me the impression here of somebody who's won but doesn't know it. So that's interesting. Okay, how this energy plays out for me, it's literally like you showing up to an archery competition. And you know, like, it can be far. It can be, like, depending on how many yards away the target is. You may not be, and the angle, the way these arrows have come in, from the perspective that you're at and the distance, you may not be able to tell where they've hit. You can't tell where these have hit. But this, and then this is almost like the judge. The person who's down at the target's obviously not in front of them. I want to say off to the side, looking at them like that or whatever. Whatever. This person can see that you've hit the mark every single time. But from your perspective, you can't see it yet. It's unknown to you. Right? It's like it's unknown to you that you've hit this, but this person sees it. Why? What's the relationship between you and this person? Or what would be? Because I don't know why how it's coming through like this. The Nine of Wands and the King of Swords. All right, there's some type of boundary here between you and this person. I don't know, there could be a legal boundary between you and this person. Or, okay, now there could be a professional boundary between you and this person as well. So that's very interesting. Well, I mean, I tried to get out as much as I can from that. I thought, that is so curious. All right, so what I have for that. Oh, what's the underline after all of that? Oh, the Ace of Cups. Isn't that funny? I said they have the Ace of Hearts up there. So I don't know. This could be. Maybe this is someone you know in a professional capacity. Ah, because I said there's in some way here there's something about this person that you don't know. Either something about them that you don't know, or there's been such a significant change in this person that they would be like a complete stranger. But it could also be because there's some type of a boundary here between you and this person. And the King of Swords is the professional. Like there's a professional boundary between you and this person. You've hit the mark every single goddamn time. And you don't even know it. And when I say that, like, and if this has anything to do with a relationship, it could be someone that you work with, so you don't really know them outside of work. But there is, when I say you've hit the mark, this is, I want to say it could be for some, like, building a happy family or creating happiness between yourself and another person. This person sees victory with you. It could even be someone who's a bit of a secret admirer. They see how you're the win. But you don't, though, because of the Moon card. You're like, I don't even know where those fucking arrows went, man. All right. So let's get into why we all came here today. Although I know you came for that, too. Okay, so I'm going to go into the Wisdom of the House of Night Oracle deck, and in the Energy Oracle deck, I'm going to ask, what is your energy? Then what is the energy of your highest good that benefits you? What is the energy that does not benefit you, that is not for your highest good? Larry is here for the reading. If you needed to know, he's on his bed. He's being such a good little boy. Okay, look at you. Movement. You are. You're coming up. You're like the horse and the archer. It's crazy. No? It's crazy. You're on the move. You're on the move. Okay. The energy that benefits you for your highest good. The energy for your highest good. Oh, that's interesting. That's Stranger's card number 28. And then this movement card's number 29. Your highest good. The High Priestess of Air. I want to say a very open mind. Okay, have a very open mind. That's for your highest good right now. Be open to many different ideas and possibilities. Receiving these. Clear mind. A clear mind is for your highest good right now. What's not for your highest good? Oh, the High Priestess of Water. Interesting. Very different from Scorpio's energy. That was like a good thing for them. For you, no. Don't get into your feelings. Don't let your feelings get mixed into any sort of intuition that you're working with right now. Be clear, clear-minded here. Denial. Denial at the bottom of the... I just heard the forbidden fruit with the grapes. The forbidden fruit. I don't know. Maybe there is something here between you and someone in a workplace. And when I say you hit the target, it could be too, like you could be having a conversation with someone, like you'd be sitting in the lunchroom, having a conversation, and you could even be keeping the conversation in some ways here, like right, or still around sort of a professional capacity. But I don't know, you say something, or you do something, it's like, bam. Yeah, I agree with that. I feel that way. And then you do something again. It's like, bam, you keep hitting something on the mark here and you don't even know it. And it's like, damn. It's almost like checking off boxes for somebody. But it feels like the forbidden fruit. So be clear-minded. Your energy is movement. Where you going? What you doing? You're the horse. You're always moving, man. Attachment. Passage forward stopped by strong forces from the past. Interesting. You're being stopped. Why? Your energy. You're being stopped? Let's see. Okay. Or, I mean, you could be trying to push through something from the past. Okay, what the energy that benefits you is the High Priestess of Air. Ah, victory, a clear mind here. Have a very clear mind. That's number 28. Number 28. Be open. Who's this stranger? Because they're number 28. I've already asked who the stranger is. It's somebody who finds themselves in a very good situation. Could even be you. I mean, it could even be you. You could even be recognizing something about yourself here, right? And you could even be feeling like unfamiliar with this, like, wow, look at me, I'm the winner. Look at me, I'm the winner. See this clearly. You're the winner. But don't, okay, your highest good is not to utilize the High Priestess of Water. That energy does not benefit you. Oh, financial constraints. Financial constraints. What you need versus what you want. Okay, so this is to have a very logical approach here. It's very important. You also don't want to affect your finances, I would say, right? You need to also focus on, don't try to figure out what you need versus what you want through an emotional state. 1 and 3, right, gives us 4, and this is also number 4. divine connection is at the bottom. I do feel like there's some type of connection here with you and another person. Okay, I want to ask where, it's very specific with these two cards, because honestly, I mean, the way I've laid them out, it looks like, right, this card is moving forward, but something from the past is stopping them from moving forward. And then, but it, you know, the interpretation could also be that you're making some type of movement or choices or actions here to get rid of an energy here that has been holding you back. Okay, so let's, tarot will tell us. Movement. Oh, the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. I don't know. It's almost like you see what's holding you back. You see what's holding you back. Okay. I don't know. It's weird. You could also see something here that's been affecting you financially. Attachment. The Seven of Swords and the Knight of Cups. How fascinating. Okay. That's almost like trying to be, is it strategic? Strategic with your heart? Strategic with your heart? That's something from the past. That's connected to something from your past that holds you back. Being strategic with your heart. Hiding your intentions? That's your energy. It's almost like you're trying to be more open. You're trying to be more open. There's, in some, like what you give of yourself, where it comes from the heart space, somehow that held you back in the past. You're seeing that? You see now. You see now how to move. Yeah. How to get yourself unstuck from something. And it's almost like, you know, I want to say it's a way where you used to kind of keep your emotional intentions hidden. But isn't that funny? Because, well, it's not for your highest good, though, to be wrapped up in something emotionally. All right, we'll see how this unfolds. Okay, the High Priestess of Air is the energy that is for your highest good right now. It benefits you, this High Priestess of Air energy. Magician and the Nine of Pentacles. Well, that's interesting because this stranger is the Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Pentacles. And they have success. This is manifesting the Nine of Pentacles logically. Oh, maybe it's him. No. That's interesting. I mean, this could be somebody who was in a relationship or committed to something in the past, and they are not now. And they're a completely different person. I know sometimes y'all get like, oh, I don't know what's up with someone from your past. I don't. Well, I kind of feel like it might be from your past, but it's not in any way. It's not like coming up like an ex. So I don't know. Like it could have been somebody that you worked with that you just knew like a little bit, or this person is really, really different. It's kind of giving me this vibe of, I had, years ago, I had, who was it? He was like one of the managers where I worked. He was the boss of my boss, is what he was. And, he was kind of funny. I wouldn't say he was frumpy, but, you know, I mean, he was an older guy. It was really funny. Back then, he was probably the age I am now. But anyways, when I was younger in my 30s, I thought, oh man, he's old. He's old. And, he was in a relationship, and I was in and out of the office, like not a lot. I worked mostly on the road, but anyway, so I didn't see him that often. And he was just kind of, you know, like, like a plain Jane kind of energy, a plain John. And then I guess he'd been through like a divorce and all of that stuff. And then I think he had a new wife. Like it's I don't know. I just, like, our paths didn't cross. It seemed like for maybe a couple of years, like in and out of the office. And he was totally different. He had like different clothes. He had a different attitude. It didn't seem fake. He just seemed like kind of like realivened. And there's something like that that's coming through in this reading. Yeah, and I think my boss had said, oh yeah, that was, or mentioned his wife or something. I was like, well, that's not the wife I remember having. I know it was a different one, but anyway, so, but this is almost like catching this person in their single moment, is how that feels, and it's different. Like this person is totally different. Okay, so I want to say now, okay, energy that benefits you. It's almost like manifesting your own freedom, no? Do it logically. But logically, but in how the universe shows you, because it's High Priestess energy. The universe will show you logical, like it depends on the mindset, right? Like myself, I don't know, I have so many planets in the 11th and 12th house. I'm just swimming in like, that I tend to lean into the water. I'm like, yeah, I know, like, spirit will show me. But this is coming across more like it'll make sense. Like it's just a logical approach here. In some way here that you need to manifest your freedom. I don't know. The victory. Manifest wealth. Oh, the Queen of Wands. The energy that benefits you. That's very creative. I want to say it's really allowing yourself to be creative. Now. Okay, if we're going to be logical here, there's a big difference between the King and Queen of Wands. I want to say that I would describe it as this, because they can be both in some way considered active energy because they're fire. But, so I battled with this one for years in my head, and I think I finally figured it out. Put in the comments if you have a different interpretation of that. And because I feel like the Queen of Wands would paint a mural. And she would paint a mural down an alleyway. And she wouldn't let anybody know. She was like, I fucking love this. This is great. I love the process. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. This is what I've made. And then she'd go on her merry way. And then people would come by and they would look at that mural and they'd be like, oh, right? People would come by. People would come and see this mural. Where I feel like the King of Wands, he would paint his pictures on canvas or board or whatever, and then he would find an art gallery or shop or something that would put them in the window, and he would advertise, like, or he would be handing out flyers to people, letting them know where they could go and see it. Where that there's that yin and yang to the King and Queen of Wands that I've always tried to kind of like, okay. Because they're both kind of like a yang energy. But, all right. I want to say, because manifesting and victory, and look at the difference in this Nine of Pentacles. She's just sitting there. She's just sitting there and she's looking great. Okay? She's sitting there and she's looking great. She's also, with victory in this, it's like things come to me. Things come to me. Now, the stranger coming off as masculine, right? No, that's almost giving me like, look at, he's taking steps, he's doing stuff, he's active, he's not sitting. I don't know. I feel like your victory here is to be logical about what you manifest, okay? It is also to recognize your worth and your value, and that good things will come to you. That's what I got. That's what I have for that. It's really strong. It's being really strong with your mind, and that you can, particularly too with the Magician and Mercury. Mercury can go anywhere. Mercury can see everything. And to combine that, right, is the messenger of the gods. And why? Because Mercury is the fastest. Mercury is the most agile. Mercury can, I want to say, can shapeshift, right? And part of little trickster energy with Mercury. It gets into places that no one else can go. So to utilize that with the High Priestess of Air is really, really powerful. And it is giving me this recognizing your worth. Okay. High Priestess of Water. Okay. Oh. the Wheel of Fortune and the World. That is giving me the impression here, a change of circumstances. A cyclical change here that won't happen again with the World. Shit, is it Pluto? There's got to be something going on here. Because what planet? No, that will happen again. But wait a second. It won't happen again in any of our lifetimes where it's in Capricorn again. But because there's something, and thinking water, I'm thinking Pluto. Right? The watery element to Scorpio. No. Energy does not benefit you. As the High Priestess of Water. That's not going to change your circumstances. Put that away. Okay. So, it's interesting. Okay, so passage stopped. Your passage forward is stopped. And maybe this is a pattern. Okay, maybe this is some way of tapping into intuitive information or trusting yourself. Trusting your intuition. Don't trust your emotional intuition. Trust your logical. Because your mind can go anywhere and see everything. Whereas water is just in that element. Now, I wouldn't say that the High Priestess of Air could go anywhere and see anything. Unless you didn't have the Magician with it, right? But you do. So it's highlighting that. Financial constraint. So it also tells to me, like, don't get emotionally, I don't know, anyways. Okay. The Hierophant, the Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. Don't get emotionally drawn into something here. Don't look at something with, this is a little bit spicy, like rose-colored glasses. Don't do that. Don't do that. Recognize your victory. You'll see that clearly. I don't know, maybe it's part of some type of plan here, or you'll see the plan. And what's this caring connection at the bottom? It's the Eight of Cups, the Empress, the Fool, and the Queen of Swords. Ooh, the Queen of Swords energy. It's maybe a little bit like, I want to say the Empress of, the High Priestess of Air. Because there's 4 High Priestesses, and then they each represent an element in that deck, and then we have the High Priestess of Spirit, which is all of those elements, which is kind of like Queens, and then into the Empress. So, I want to say that you've already built on something here, but it's important to look at things logically. Anyways, this King of Swords. I'm wondering if this is like someone that you're supposed to have a partnership with. Or someone that I don't know. I think it's important that something come to you and that you approach whatever's going on in your life in a very logical way. The Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Tower. Well, that's not the way. That's not the way. That's not the long-term plan here. The long-term plan. Being stuck, I don't know. I want to say it could be married with children. The Knight of Pentacles, and then not. Some type of plan that changed. It's like for that stranger man, something changed for him, and then he is single. Successfully, I guess. I don't know if that was a problem. That's interesting. I'm going to go do your extended Sagittarius. In the extended, I'm going to ask what energy within you is depleted right now. How can you replenish this depleted energy? And what is your greatest achievement yet to come? Thank you so much, Saggies. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.